Well, hey, everybody. Let's do a daily recap for our trades today, Tuesday, May 27th. I will have to say that the Bulls ran it today. Oh my goodness, the Bulls ran it and they ran it some more. They came out the gate like we got someplace to go and they went. All right. The first thing I want to share with you is some profits that we made in the membership today, and then I'll get into our trade recap and talk about what I did. All right, let's get into it. We got two people here. One PCS 5860, 5855 for $90. PDT hacked it for $70 profit. Woo woo. Another one 5880, 85 put credit spread. PDT hack for 110. Woo woo. Put credit spread because we were definitely going up today. Put credit spreads, we just rode with the trend and rode with the momentum. These two folks made profits, pulled in their money, hacked it, locked it in, and were able to rest and relax the rest of the day. Had two more people, 59.25, 59.30 call credit spread, went above the top, went above where we were as far while it was climbing, still went into the trend or counter trend. Took in $120, did a PDT hack, locked it in for 90. Even though it expired worthless, they said, wasn't sticking around, went ahead and used the PDT hack to get their money. Yes, that's what we do. 58.50, 58.55 put credit spread, took in $50 profit. Whoop, whoop. There we go, there we go. Now, this one is someone made me extremely proud because this is somebody who was speaking to me over the weekend in the in Messenger in the chat. And I told this individual that if they were to join the membership, that they would make their money back. Literally, they could make their money back in one trade. And what did they do? They came in and you see their profits for the day was $180. They basically paid for 2 months of the membership and they've only been in there one day. All right. So before I move forward, just know that the membership is open now for $97 a month, and you can use bit.ly slash E2T all caps dash membership capital MEMBERSHIP. The link will be in the comments. That will get you into the membership. It will lock you in for the $97. But at the end of this month, which is at the end of this week, the price is going to change and we'll be at a whole different place and there will be no locking in. Okay, so now let's look at what was the trade for today and how did we manage the price action for today. Well, looking back on the entire chart, you can see that the bulls took over right out of the gate. This is VWAP that we're looking at for the session. Bulls took over right out of the gate and just rolled up this first band all the way. There was a little bit of a pullback. It did not close even below the bottom of this candle or the low of this 130 candle, and then it ran right back up into the close right into 59.2021. I think it closed at 59.21.53. You see over there, that's where it closed. This was our look at GEX first thing this morning. We looked at it at 9:45 and we were able to see there was a bit of a wide band with the low being, some red over here and the green. It didn't matter because soon after the market got moving, all this red went poof and it was nothing but bulls and more bulls, and we ran with it. Earlier in the day though, we went with put credit spreads under here, and we went with call credit spread above the 59.05. I guess I can bring that back up again because I really do still want you to be able to see it. That we went above the 59.05 with the thought that this would be the magnet and the wall. Price though continued to climb, and as it continued to climb, we've got right on past that 59.05, and the momentum was such that it continued to push even past that. As the day progressed, that gamma chart even changed and started to add on some higher strikes, because 59.20 really was where it wanted to go, which we ended up getting to 59.20. It hung around up here, kind of pulled back a little bit from 59.20 and then went back into 59.20 on the close. So along the way, I placed trades as we were going up. I started off with like 58.05 and 58.10, something like that. Let me go get some numbers along the way because there was a lot of trades today. So as we started the day, I started off with a trade just really outside of the gamma ranges. I started off with 58.15, 58.20 on the put credit spread side. That's where I started off at. Not really taking in a whole lot of money. We took in $30 was the premiums. Took in 58.15, 58.20. Not a whole lot. Far away from price action. You see the price opened at 58.50, so 58.15 and 20. Very far away. Soon after that, though, we took in, I say we because I alerted in the community, and some people take the trade, some people don't. It really is up to the individual based on your trading plan, based on, your time horizons, all the things that you have there. But then as soon after that, we did 59.05, 59.10. Now, the problem with that one was the price at the time wasn't moving up there like that, but then it got moving quite fast. Let me move it to where everybody can see. 59.05 and 59.10. I guess we can move you out of the way. There we go. 59.05, 59.10 call credit spread and took in $50. Oh, actually took in $65. There we go. Took in $65. Well, soon after this one got moving, price started moving really nicely, and then that trade looked like it was going to get breached really fast. And my trading plan, as I talked about last week, is if that short leg gets touched, then I'm closing it, and I did. I used the PDT hack to close it for a loss, which was fine with me because you see price closed at 59.20, so I closed it for a loss of $180 versus a loss of max loss, right? You don't have to stand around and sit around for max loss. So we left that and went on to make some more trades so we don't have to worry about just holding on to, let's just hang around and see what happens. No, we didn't have to do that. Let's make some of these smaller so I have more room. Okay. Gonna make these a little bit smaller so we have some space to draw. Okay, so then a little bit later, we saw price was still going up a little bit. Went with 58.55, 58.60 on the put credit spread side. Collected $105 there with the thought that there would be a PDT hack, knowing I was going to PDT hack that, and I did. PDT hacked it for $65, and I actually could have waited because the price continued to go up, and I really could have gotten all of it because you see price never did even come back anywhere near 58 anything. By the time we got to the end of the day, I could have kept my whole $105, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I was cool with my PDT hack for $65, right? All right, so again, let me change this one so we can get smaller. So we can get a smaller size and everything can fit. I'll make sure I put that on smaller size in the future so we can make sure everything fits into our little chat here. Make sure everything fits comfortably. Then we did 59.20. We went up above the top 59.20. I did 59.20, 59.30 on the call credit spread. Now this one, as you know, price ended 59.21, 55. So this one did get breached a little bit at the end. It ended up being worth $80. I took in $80 on some of the contracts. It ended up being worth $80. But I also did, because I saw the price kind of dancing around, I did subsequent contracts and I took in $110 on one. I think I also took in $220 on one. I stayed with the same strikes because I felt like I was already there, so I could take in some more money there. So even though it closed, or it was worth $80 at the close because it breached, I still made profits on this 110 and this 220. This $80 one was a break even, but the other two were profitable. Yes. So as price continued to climb, we also got number five trade here. Let me make this a little bit smaller. We did 58.85. 85, 58, 90 on the put credit spread side. Now, do you need to do all of these along the way? No. Then you see there are people who place one trade or two trades or whatever. I do multiples along the way, but that's not the people in my community don't have to do multiple trades along the way. That's a choice that I make as price climbs. I make the choice to do multiple trades, but that is not something that you have to do. You can pick one, you can pick two, you can pick three, you can pick none. It's really up to the individual. Then after price got high enough and started to pin itself where we were here, then I went to way, or not really way, just beyond that 59.40. And this is really where I put the bulk of my trades. I had multiple contracts. I want to say I had 6 to 8 contracts up here. For the 59.35, 59.40, maybe I'll get it to move. There we go. 59.35, 59.40, and up here I had $70, and I want to say I had 6 or 7 contracts. Actually, I had more than that. I had 59.35. I had 2, 4, 8 contracts. Yeah, I had 8 contracts at 59.35, 59.40 at $70. So once you get all of this added up, we do all the pieces and the parts. By the time the whole day was over, I had done all I was going to do today. My profits for the day, profits, loss, because some of it was losses for today was 527. When it was all over, said and done, I made $780 for today in profits, using SPX and XSP, which is the two stocks that we use for our membership each day, SPX and XSP, because they are cash settled. We're able to open and close. We can PDT hack those because there's no shares. We don't have to worry about getting assigned or getting exercised. None of those good things. Those are our profits and loss. Those are my profits and loss for today was $780. And as I said before, the membership is open at $97. And now if you're looking at this video after June, May the 31st. May the 31st. You're looking at this video after May the 31st. This is going to be some different information. All right. This is going May 31st, 2025. If you're looking at this video after that, the link will still be the same. The price just won't be the same. Okay. Okay. So here we are. Go to that link, bit.ly/E2T-membership. You can join us there doing SPX and XSP trading together, learning together, profiting together, all those good things. All right. Be sure to follow me in all the places. I'm educator to trader in all the spots. Be sure to like and subscribe. Do all the stuff that you're supposed to do when you watch a YouTube video. All right. If you got questions, you can send me an email. Y'all can find me in all the spots. Send me a message. We can talk about and answer whatever you want to answer. I also do one-on-one coaching. You can find all of my resources, everything you're looking for. All of my resources can be found at educatortotrader.com. Educatortotrader.com. That link is also in the comments. All right. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye.